This is a great yoga slash stretching routine that you can do either before leg day or after leg day. It's a great for the hips, the hamstrings, the glutes, all of the good things. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather. I make videos about yoga, strength, and all of that good stuff that goes into living a long and healthful life. So we'll get started in a tabletop position. You can do this at the gym. Or on a mat. If you're at the gym, you can do this on the floor. You can do this with your shoes on or off. Either one is fine. Come into tabletop position. Hips are stacked over your knees, shoulders are stacked over your wrists, and just take a few minutes here to wiggle your hips just a little bit. Maybe take some hip circles. And maybe point your fingers out one side and then the other, just opening up your wrists a little bit. You can also, if you've got the tops of your feet planted down onto your mat, you can press the tops of your feet into your mat. You're going to feel that a little bit more in your hamstrings. Just a little bit of a strength move there. You can press the tops of your feet down into your mat, or what you can do is you can tuck your toes. Give the bottoms of your feet a nice little stretch. You can do this even if you're wearing shoes. Maybe your shoes don't bend quite so well. That's okay. You can still do this. Just set your hips back just a little bit. That's going to help to give the bottom of your feet a nice little stretch. And you can just kind of come back and forth and take some hip movements there. So if you come up onto your knees, if your knees are feeling it, if this is not feeling good, make sure you can put like a towel or a knee pad, or if you're on a yoga mat or an exercise mat, you can just bundle it up a couple of times, put it underneath your knees. Extend your right leg out in front of you, knee at a 90-degree angle. We're in a low lunge here. Okay, so you can place your hands right on your hips. You might stay right here. Gaze comes forward, spine is long, your shoulders are stacked right over your wrist, right knee is stacked over your ankle. You could stay right here. You might feel this in your left hip flexor. Or what you can do is you can gently press your knee forward. It's okay if your knee comes slightly over your toes, but if it comes too far over your toes, then you want to just widen your stance a little bit, extend your foot out just a little bit further in front of you. So if you feel like you're going a little bit too far forward, just extend your foot out a little bit further in front of you. So you might be feeling this in your left hip flexor, good stretch here. And then lift your left arm up towards the sky. Right arm reaches down towards the ground beside you. Inhale to lengthen your spine, reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, begin to bend over towards the right. Send your left palm up and overhead over towards the right. You might feel this just a little bit more in that left hip flexor. Now you might start to feel it on your left side body as well. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, press over to the right. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale to center. Exhale, bend over to the right. And inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, plant your palms down onto your mat. Or if you've got blocks, you can use blocks as well. And send your hips back. Point your right toes up towards the ceiling. Your left hip might not come down towards your heels. That's fine too. You don't have to come all the way down here. You want to feel a stretch in your hamstring. So as soon as you feel that stretch, that's where you've got it, okay? And then take your right toes and rotate your ankle. Point your toes over to the right and then over to the left. Opening up your IT band, getting that hip socket moving. And then you can ground down into your right foot. Press your hips forward into that runner's lunge. And then exhale, set your hips back into half splits. So you can hold either one of these poses as long as you feel like you need to. Or maybe you just gently glide back and forth between the two stretches. You don't want to do any bouncing or anything here. We're just opening up your hips. Take a moment here to do this. Good. And then come back up to your low lunge. Send your right knee back, come back onto your knees. You can tap your toes, kind of shake it out just a little bit here. Then send your left knee in front of you at a 90-degree angle. You could stay right here. Maybe feel this in your right hip flexor. Left knee is stacked over your left ankle. Gaze comes forward, spine is long. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You can gently press your hips forward ever so slightly. Same thing on this side. If your left knee comes too far over your left toes, just extend your stance just a little bit. If you're feeling kind of wobbly, like you're going to tip over, you can widen your stance. So widen between your knees, widen the stance here. You don't need to be directly in front of each other. You can step like you're maybe on railroad tracks or something like that, where you've got 2 tracks here versus 1. Come back up to center. Inhale, raise your right arm high to the sky. Spine is long. Exhale, bend over towards the left. Just notice how this feels on your right side. This might feel different from the other side. We know with weightlifting, with running, hiking, CrossFit, any of those kind of sports that you participate in, you probably know things feel different from one side to the other. Same goes in yoga. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bend over to the left. Reach your right arm high up and overhead. So inhale to lengthen long. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bend over to the left. And inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, bring your palms down to your waist. Press your hips forward. And then send your hips back. Place your hands on your mat or on your block. You might bring your hip down towards your right ankle. And then rotate your left ankle. Toes point to the right and to the left, opening up your hip, your hamstring, your IT band, all that good stuff. And then inhale, ground down into your left foot. Press your hips forward. And exhale, send your hips back into your half split. Inhale, come forward. Press your hips forward. And send your hips back. I don't know if you can hear my hips, but I'm cracking. You might be too. Opening up that movement there. And just go forward and back. Good. All right, bring your knees back down onto your mat. You can set your hips back down onto your heels. If this is too intense for you, you can come into a comfortable seated position, cross-legged position. Or if you have a bolster, a blanket, another exercise mat you could roll up, you can place it in between your heels and your glutes. And you might feel a good quad stretch right here. So you could stay right here, or maybe plant your palms on your mat or on the ground behind you. Press your heart open. Open up your shoulders, gaze up towards the ceiling. And you might stay right here, or you might even lift your hips. Press your hips up. For a full body, front body stretch here. You'll notice this in your glutes, maybe in your shoulders, maybe in your chest. Gaze up, open up your throat there. Breathe in. This shouldn't be intense. It should feel good. Feel like a good, wow, this feels good kind of stretch. Exhale. And then lower your forehead down onto your mat. Extend your arms long behind you into a child's pose. Give your low back a nice stretch, a nice rest. And then inhale, come back up. So that is a great stretch yoga routine that I like to do prior to leg day and also after leg day. It really gets your joints moving, gets things flowing, gets the blood moving, and it's great for recovery as well. So if you like this video, please check out all of my other yoga videos that I have here on my YouTube channel geared towards those of us who might be a little bit older in life, over 40 or so in midlife, but we like to stay active. We like to do things, and bringing yoga into that part of our wellness journey. So thank you. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and maybe share it with somebody who you think might find it helpful. Have a great day.